Let's take a moment to recognize that people are blaming DEI for a problem that DEI can solve. People think that black folks and people in other minoritized groups are being given positions they aren't qualified for. There are many reasons people believe this, most of them grounded in racism and misunderstandings. But one of the reasons they believe this is because sometimes companies be giving people jobs they ain't qualified for. I've seen those announcements and thought, where did they find this? But when a company doesn't engage in good faith diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives, they fail to examine their hiring practices for the biases they mistake for merit. There are lots of unwritten notions that inform hiring. The applicant's name and zip code, where they went to high school, standard English grammar, personal connections, vocal inflection and tone, hairstyles and fashion, their use of words to describe similar ideas. In most cases, none of those factors have anything to do with merit, and all of them can trigger a racially biased response. If you're a white leader in a white company who came up with white people and feels comfortable around them, you're going to filter out a lot of black applicants who don't meet the unwritten criteria, the criteria that has nothing to do with merit. But when you find that black person who checks off all those unwritten boxes, because you wanted to find a black leader, you just couldn't find a qualified one, and look at this guy. Standard English, went to your cousin's alma mater, nice, clean haircut, articulate. By golly, he's the one. Little do you realize that what you were looking at doesn't mean that they can do the job. It just means they had proximity to and an understanding of whiteness. And often if they can do the job, you're gonna create such an inhospitable environment that there's no way that they can succeed. You think of diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives as lowering the bar of merit and allowing people in the door who don't deserve to be there. In reality, these initiatives cause you to examine your practices that stop you from enacting truly merit-based practices, which will allow you to examine applicants in a way that doesn't penalize them for their racial background and upbringing. A diverse workforce is not only better for the applicants, but also for the company and our country.